Hello and welcome back to Mr. Red Plays Factorio. I feel like every time I sit down to play this game, the last time I played was like a long time ago, even though it was only like a week. I have done so much. You don't even understand how much I've done in this game since the last time I recorded. I want to hit continue here. We have to be very careful about the timing with this because as you'll see in the upper right corner, look over here and you'll see something. Look, production science pack. It is done. We've researched production science pack. Now, I just set it up to record research. I haven't looked at it. I don't know what I need. I think I did look at it before actually, but it's something weird. Yeah, an electric furnace. So we're going to have to deal with this later. But that was one thing I did. I researched a bunch of other stuff, too. Like, I researched the power armor. Yeah, I don't know if I set this up to go in the last episode. I think I did. I researched flamethrower, braking speed 2, efficiency modules 2. I don't know why I just wrote efficiency modules. I'm sure I researched all the other modules, too. But these say now through speed and productivity 3. Oh, here's the efficiency 3. I did the 3 for all of them. Braking speed, 3, there you go. Coal liquefaction. These I haven't researched, obviously, but I can once I get my production science pack up. I found out you can double-click this research. Like, I could double-click it and it'll queue it, which is handy, instead of having to in-queue research every time. Might as well just do some of these researches. These are only going to take, like, a couple of... this will take landmines. Landmines will take military science pack. None of this matters. Let's zoom in. When I did my when I added this assembling machine 2 to make the advanced circuits, the red chips, I had a single inserter right here that was right there, and I didn't need that, so I got rid of it. The roads are gone. No more roads. Those are done. I put a storage chest up here. I got the personal battery. I finished walling off the base. I made walls all along the base and put them up. I also put some ghosts for gun turrets out here, which is nice. And then some of them I've been like making, and then my robots will build them. Added some drills up here to the copper mine, even though not super necessary, but I did that. I made a solar panel farm. I made this I made this for solar panels. I decided I'm going to start using solar panels. I haven't put some down. Oh, I put this here. Oh, because I had so many extra iron plates. I'll talk about the solar panels later. But I had so many iron plates in my inventory that I did not need, and I'm using so many iron plates. Like everywhere, you can see it's like completely backed up here. So by the time it gets to this point, it's like, this is all it's going to have unless I figure something else out. So I that's fine. So I decided to add this here to give me to use some of these iron plates here. So these are all going towards my my sciences, because I wasn't getting enough science because of all of this nonsense, but that's fixed now. Put some solar panels down up here. Where are you going? What are you doing? Did I have one of those in my inventory? I don't remember doing that. I moved my logistics into a different thing. I did some different stuff with the settings. I'll talk about that later. See, I put some of these out. I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna put more of these here and expand it, but for now, that's it. I want to move away from boilers. I want things to be clean. I still have to figure out the gate up there. I did get a comment saying that I could have diagonal or gates across diagonal train tracks, but I have to figure that out later. Red belts. I made a comment in a recent episode about how I didn't see the point of red belts, and then that was stupid. I do see a point to red belts. Why don't I have any... Oh, there, now I do. Iron ore. I need a lot of iron ore. I added a third cargo wagon, and I couldn't really figure out a way to make it evenly distribute on both belt lanes, so I kind of just did this, and it's just going to be what it is. Not really sure what else to do about it. The reason I was able to do this very efficiently was I added malls for red belts, underground belts, splitters. They're not very good. They're not very efficient. There's only one of each. They're very slow. There's no chest here. There's no chest here. I don't have one. Well, you don't have any electronic circuits, so this has never worked. I don't know why Maybe I was in the middle of doing this and I didn't finish it. Okay, so I did not add them all for splitters, it turns out. But because I had these in provider chests, my robot network was able to do all of this for me. I just set the upgrade planner. I highlighted a bunch of these things, and then they got to work. Now, they're not going to do anything because I don't have the express transport belts yet. So I need to make one of these real quick, and then my robots will put that down. I still have to figure out the electronic circuit thing. It says I revamped drills on coal. I don't think that was something that needed to be written down. That's just something I did. Okay, engine units. I got to show you something about the engine units. But there's a lot of stuff I didn't write down that I need to talk about. Glyph explosives researched. Right here, I put a inserter and a chest to only grab 20 engine units. Now, I had made a comment in a previous episode about how you could just use the chest limiter to tell these things not to make more than what you say to do. But I found out that because of the stack size, it's still going to make up to that stack size in that case. So it will only stop once it reaches that stack size. If you want it to be less than the stack size, use a circuit network, which is what I did. I said only turn on and grab if you have 20 or fewer than 20, less than 20 engine units. So that's done. So now if I ever need to make a train wagon, not a wagon, just a train, the engine, I can grab these and then it'll start grabbing them again and it'll fill up here. I did that up there and not down here where they're being made because they're slow going. They're slow. They're very slow. I need more of these. This is what I need. What I need is more of these. That's all I wrote down. But there's something else that I did. I got a bunch of comments talking about the ratio of assembling. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. So I got some comments about the science packs, and what people have been telling me is that there is a golden ratio for science packs, that they will always be provided in an order of evenness. Did that make sense? Well, that's what I said, so either it did or it didn't. What I mean to say is that there is a way of supplying these labs with an even number of packs, and the ratio is 5 red, 6 green, 5 black, 12 blue, and then 7 purple, 7 yellow. Now, what I don't know is if that refers to the actual science packs themselves or to the assembling machines, because of the 4 science packs that I currently have access to, not purple notwithstanding, 2 of them make 2 at a time. So do I only need half of those? So for example, the 12 blue, do I only need 6 blue? Do I only need, for the black, it says 5 black, do I only need 2.5 assembling machines? I don't know. Or is it that number of assembling machines? In any event, I did that. I made 5 red, 6 green, 5 black, and then I was like, well, I need to do 12 blue. So I filled out the 6 blue here, and then I was like, I don't have any room to make anything further happen with what's going on here without moving a whole bunch of stuff, which I did not want to do. So I added them down here. And I think this is where my brain started working, where I was like, okay, so I don't need to be so tight on everything. I can put stuff somewhere else and then move it to where it needs to be. Because this is what I did. I had these blue science packs down here. There's 6 of them, in addition to the 6 up there that are all feeding into the same line. It's not the best. I couldn't really figure out a great way of doing it, but it is what it is, undeniably. So that's working. So I need to figure out how to do that with these engine units. Why? Well. Okay, all right, okay. So, before I talk about that, actually, let's talk about the settings, because I found out that there are some settings in this game that I didn't know about. Like, you can do some stuff, like the show all items in selection list. Now, I talked in a previous episode, which I think is the 3rd time I've said that now, about the nature of the sorter that I made a while ago. My item sorter, my big one, where I had put into the splitters filters to only take certain items, and I was able to do that for every single item in the game, even those that I didn't have researched yet. And I was confused later as to why I was not able to do that later. This setting here seems to be an indication of as to why. It's turned off right now. Show all items in selection list. If it were turned on, I'm assuming I would be able to see that. Now, what I don't know is if I turn that on in order to make my item sorter, because I don't remember doing that. There's a bunch of other stuff, too, that I think I switched some stuff on. Show mouse and keyboard control hints I turned on, which is why we're seeing stuff over on the left there that we weren't seeing before. If that's annoying to everyone, I'll turn it off. I also have the inserters are showing the arrows they're pointing at when I'm in alt mode. When I'm not in alt mode, they don't. I turn that on. It used to be off. If that's annoying to everyone, let me know. I'll turn it off. But okay, what was I talking about before? This is a text file, and I filled this text file with information. And you can go ahead and scroll through, like look through this, pause it as you want. I'm going to scroll through it so you can see a bunch of nonsense, a bunch of complete nonsense that I filled this out with that did not pan out, and I had to stop because there is just way too much to look at here. Here's what it boils down to, boys. I'm going to go down to these engine units for a second. I'm going to hover over it. You'll see in the right side of the screen, it says crafting speed 1.05 plus 40%. Underneath that, it shows steel plates and says 0.1. It shows iron gear wheels 0.1, pipes 0.2. Then a little gear thing. Then it shows engine units 0.1-S. Now, for a long time, I have been completely ignoring this because I don't understand what it means. Now I understand what it means, and I wish I didn't. I wish I didn't know. I wish I could take it all back. So what this means, and it is obvious and intuitive when you think about it, I'm getting attacked. Okay, it's a turret, so I don't care. Is that in a single second of the video game Factorio, 0.1 engine units are being made by this machine right here, assembling machine. Now, the reason for that, and it's actually like 0.1 something, is because an engine unit has a 10-second crafting time. So in 10 seconds, an engine unit will be made if I were to make it by hand, which I can't do because it's only made in assembling machines. And assembling machine 2 has a crafting speed of 0.75. And I have 2 speed modules on it, so it's slightly more than that. Now, there's a lot of stuff that factors in with this, where I was trying to be like, okay, that makes sense. So crafting speed being 1.05 is helpful for thinking about this because it's basically 1. You can round it down to 1, which means it is 10 seconds, which means the 0.1 is probably actually even. So it will take 10 seconds for this assembling machine to make an engine unit. So in 10 seconds, I'm getting 3 engine units. So in 1 second, I'm getting like 0.3 engine units, which I guess you could just... I keep trying to make my mouse move over there to show you, but I have to have my mouse here to show you. 0.1 plus 0.1 plus 0.1 is 0.3. That's just math. And that's fine. All of that is honestly fine. And my brain could have stopped there and said, great, now I know what those numbers are. Nice, let's move on. But instead, I decided to do the thing that my brain does, which is, okay, what next? Because now I'm thinking this number is only and that feeds into the science pack thing, where it's talking about the golden ratios for these science packs. Those are only viable and valid and helpful and useful if these assembling machines are fully supplied with the items they need, which they are not. Look at those red chips. They just get grabbed and put in there. These ones are not with them. They don't have them. They're not there. This one up here ain't got no red chips. Not good. So I was like, all right, so if a single blue science pack requires these items and it makes them in 24 seconds, then how many of those 3 items do I need to supply this assembling machine with per second in order to optimize it? Well, it takes sulfur 3 advanced circuits. We'll ignore the sulfur for now. So I was like, okay, 3 advanced circuits. If I need to make 3 advanced circuits in a 24-second interval, you could do math to figure out what it is per second, but I'm not going to do that right now. The advanced circuit is made in 6 seconds, and it takes these things, and then it goes recursively from there. And then I got to the point where my brain stopped working, so I couldn't do that. Basically, what I need to do is just have more of these. I just need more red chips is what I need. Maybe I could just do this. I can't go up that high. All right, let's instead just do 2. There, I can do that. There, that fixed that. That's there. This is here, and then it has to turn like that. That's another thing that I was able to pick up on, is twiddling the end of a belt lane so that it doesn't intersect with another one, which people have left comments about, but there's just a certain limit of Factorio that my brain can absorb at once. And when people leave comments, which I do very much appreciate, and I don't want you to stop doing that, at a certain point my brain is like, okay, that's it. That's it. Everything you're saying, I can't right now. I cannot. So this is one of those things that finally soaked into my brain, and I was able to make use of that. So I don't have to do anything weird to make this situation happen, which is great. I need 2 red-handed inserters. I don't know if I have any being made. I have cliff explosives now. I have night vision. Now this might need to be something that we think about in terms of getting that mod taken away, the always day. Now, I did do solar panels over there, and that is impacting that. I mean, my always day mod is making these more useful than legally they should be, and I do feel bad about that, but at the same time, I don't care. I've decided I do not care. I also found out that a question that I had previously, in a previous episode, is that I cannot say, hey, I want red-handed inserters, bring them to me. It will bring them to me, or all of the items within that red-handed inserter to make that rather. So, like, what does it need? It needs an iron plate, iron gear wheel, inserter. I know I have some of those things in here, so bring those to me. It won't. It can't. So, if there is a mod to make that happen, that would be helpful, because I do think that is just one of those things that I would like, I think would be helpful, is to say, bring me this or what I need to make it. Now, I know that people have left comments saying that what I could do is build a mall for every single item in the game with the logistics network, and then whenever I need one, it will bring that to me. But that is not what I want to hear. I also just got a comment from Steadofire talking about a setting. I had made a comment about wanting the game to continue when the technology screen, the research screen, is up. And Steadofire says that there is a setting to make that happen. So I'm going to go ahead and look for that. I also turned the autosave interval to never, because I always save the game when I need to save it, and just having those autosaves was annoying, so I turned that off. Gonna look for that. It's probably an interface, right? Alt mode, interaction. Show parameters in selection list. This kind of did make me think of what I was talking about with the wanting it to give me the stuff, but it didn't do it, so that was not right. Also, turret radius I turned on. Show grid when game is paused. I don't know what that means. The game seems to be paused. I don't know what it means about a grid. That doesn't make sense to me. Graphics? No, it wouldn't be in graphics. Show game simulations in background. I don't think that is what it means. It's got to be under other. No, it's got to be under interface, right? Search research. Open technology screen when research is complete. Not what I'm talking about. No. Maybe it's under graphics. Technology, research, use flip presentation model. Flip presentation should be the more efficient method of presenting the final image on a screen than the older blit model. Try toggling this option if you experience graphical glitches or frame rate issues. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense to me. So it's not under graphics. It's not under interface. It's not under control. I don't know where the setting is. I don't know where it is. It's not under controls, right? Wait, whoa. Pressing up, down will make the vehicles accelerate. Pressing left and right, turn in that direction. Heading, pressing in a direction will make vehicles automatically turn and accelerate to that side of the screen? Yeah! Why would that not be the thing that it just does? Why would that not be the default? Is that exactly what I think it should sound like and be? I gotta switch I don't know how the hotbars switch like that. I pressed X, I guess. I gotta try that out. I gotta, look at that. Hold on. Let's get in my car. Oh, and by the way, it should fill up automatically with fuel. It didn't. I don't know why it didn't. It did before. There was a previous episode where it did that, and now it didn't do that, and I'm not sure why. So if I press... Yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, this is much more understandable. Okay, and... Oh, it still slows to a stop, but I still have to pick up the key and press it again to continue forward. But okay, this does feel a lot more easy to control. Great. I will do that from now on. Stop! I hit a tree. I'm gonna get rid of this tree. I also think, yeah. I also figured out that you can continue going forward, and it will do damage to the object you're hitting instead of having to back up and keep hitting it, which is what I was trying to do before. I'm gonna take my car away now. Okay, but this entire episode has been me talking about things that I have done. Jesus, I'm running out of coal. I'm out of stone. So I think what I should probably want to do now is to work on that, right? Like, I need to find more... Coal is okay for the second, but it will be a problem soon. So where's the stone that I need? It's over here. So I need 2 train heads, and I need 1 cargo wagon. So I need iron plates, steel plates, iron gear wheels. So let's grab some iron plates. Let's grab some steel plates. Now, another thing that people have told me about that I should do is to make sure that I have stuff in my logistics requests that I'll always need. Like there are some iron plates, some steel plates, inserters, belts, things like that. The only reason that I don't want to do that, and I haven't done that, is one, I have to think about what I need. The other thing is that I'm worried about running out of inventory space. That said, I do need to make sure that I don't have a bunch of stuff I don't need in here. Like, why do I have all this ore? Do this again. There. Stone. There, I'm getting a little bit more of that. I could put another one over there, but I don't care. Over here, I mean, but I don't care. All right, but anyway, what was I talking about? Okay, so 1 cargo wagon, so I just need those 20 engine units that I talked about earlier. See, now he's coming to me with those steel plates. I don't want any more steel plates. I'm good. Although I do need 2 of those, so I need 60 steel plates, which I have, so I'm going to get rid of this now. Did I do anything else? Probably not, right? I don't think so. There's so many things I need to do. There's a lot I need to do. Where are my engine units, by the way? Over here. Okay, got them. So I can make at least 1 train. I made the wagon. Okay, so now I need to make the other train once that fills up. I also need to say I need rails. That is what I need to say I need, which I do need, because I do. And I'll get 500 rails. Probably don't need that many. There. I'm going to make a second train. I made a second train. Give me the rails. Thank you. What's, by the way, missing here? Oh, I still need to make those. I got distracted. Give me the rails, boys. Thank you, boys. So I don't have those things in my item situation. Otherwise, it would have made them. So I need 1 of those, and I need 2 of those. There we go. Great. So that's done. So now I have a couple more red chips being made. Hopefully, if I'm not doing any research for a while, this will just back itself up, and then that'll be good. All of this stuff is just going to the research, so that's fine. All right, so I have my tank, don't I? Do I not? Sure as hell do. I have some cannon shells. Should I make explosive cannon shells? I can. I will. They're slow. Why wouldn't they be? All right, so let's see where I need to go. Can I add I'm trying to click every button to add ping. Control, Alt, left click. Did I not do that? Apparently not. So will I be able to see that from here? No. I mean, I can see it in the mini-map, but I want to see it in the world. Here's some more copper as well. Nice. I'm not going to get in my tank until I feel I need to, because I don't want to waste the fuel. Oh, geez. Yikes. Don't love that. There are a few things in this world that I do love, and especially this game, which I love. This is not one of those things that I love. What's this? Is this coal? This is not what I'm interested in. Not right now. Here's the stone. Here it is. So there's nothing evil in the well. I was wrong about that. I was very, very wrong. So I should be able to do exactly what I did last time. Vertical flip, place. You need fuel. Oh my goodness, they're on me. No, get away from my tank. Stop. I don't have fuel in it. I can't back up. It won't let me back up. I can't back up. Okay, I'm backing up. It's fine. I'm backing up. Oh, Jesus. Okay, so Where's my... I'm going the wrong way. I don't know how to work this thing. I think I was facing the wrong direction than I thought I was. This thing's slow. Okay, so my explosive ammo goes in there. I also need some of you to go in there. And then I need to go to the C button to shoot those, because I don't want to use... Oh, geez. How am I supposed to do this with the controls? Boy, they really just eat through those trees, don't they? All right, there we go. So, before I do anything else, I should make sure that I have my rope... Oh, Jesus, there's more there? I almost ran into those boys. I make sure I have repair packs. I guess I'll make all of them. I guess I should also probably save the game. Where are my robots? Where are my robots? Where are my robots? Construction robots. Why aren't they fixing me? They did fix me. I'm fine. What am I worried about? Let's save the game. All right, let's try this again. I threaded the needle. It's much easier to thread the needle with these controls. Okay, stop. It won't stop. Oh, Jesus. Get rid of all of them. Okay, now we'll save the game again. So, oh, I exited. Damn it, I always do that. All right, so I need to switch to the explosive cannons, and then I need to... Yep, that's the way to do it. Okay, there we go. And then switch back C. There we go. Easy. Okay. Woof. And I'm in the poison. There we go. Okay, so that's the way to do it. That is the way to do it. And we did it. All right, so let's get out of the tank. Now, let's mark for deconstruction all... That's cut. There's nothing to cut here. My tank is going to hit that tree. Oh, I thought that was from the tank. All right, so let's Alt-D. Let's mark for deconstruction, and then I do want to test something out. Okay, so I'm going to turn off my personal robots for a second. I'm going to mark all of this stuff for deconstruction. Then I'm going to press Q, and then I'm going to press Deconstruction Planner. Right-click to open. Yeah, buddy. Here we go. This is another question I had that I got comments about. Oh, nice. Trees, rocks only. Perfect. But I'm testing stuff out. So I want to say, can I do this? Huge rock and big rock. We're blacklisting, so they won't... Okay, so trees. All right, so this is what I want to test out. So now if I turn my robots back on, they will only go after the rocks, and they won't impact the trees, because that's what I told it to do. Awesome. Great. So now let's go ahead and undo that. Great. Okay, great. So that was great. And now I can delete that. Okay, great. So that's very helpful. All right, so I need stone, huh? Let's see. How do I want to approach this? I guess we'll start here. 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 Oh, the other thing. There's so many things. I keep doing this for some reason, even though I can clearly see that little square around the drill is bigger than what I am thinking. So, like, if this is there, then I could go like this, right? I should have there be 2 spaces in order to maximize everything. Like that should be how I do it. Like that, right? Like, what am I doing not doing that exact thing there? But I think I still do want them to be that one away so I can do the belts, right? But then I can do 2 away here. Actually... And then at this point, I can copy and paste. Yeah. There we go. And then 2 away. Maybe I'm not... That's 1 away, so that's 2 away. There we go. Do I have enough? I don't have enough. That's all right. So I have 3... I'm getting attacked. It's a turret, though. I have to go to the bathroom, too. This episode's getting long. There's a lot of issues with me. So now I need to let's take these down. And now you're just going to do whatever you want. I don't want you to do whatever you want. I want you to do what I want. So I'm still missing 1. Can I make 1 just to make 1? I can't. All right, let's get rid of those 2 just to get rid of those 2. All right, so here's what I need to do is take those up and take these up and then combine them so that they're both on the same situation, like that. And then there will be a train going this way, so these will need to unload like that. So I'll need some... Do I not have any inserters, really? Oh, my goodness. All right, well, let's... Can I queue? Yes, I can queue. Great, so I can... figure this out. I can plan it all out. Although, that said, I will need to make sure my train is correct, which it almost certainly will not be. I think that's right, actually. Oh, I need a train stop, too. I need 2 train stops. All right, so if I hold down... So if I go where I need to go and then hold down shift, can I be in my tank and do this? I don't know how this is going to work. Okay, so I can be in my tank and do this. All right, so I have this selected. I'm gonna go where I need to go. Don't hit anything. I hit something. Where am I going? Where's it turning me? I'm pressing D. It's turning me around. Gotta try not to alert the monsters. I just need to get back up to my base. Gotta figure out where the stone needs to be. I guess it should just be where it was, right? So if I do this and stop... Ooh, okay. And then if I hold shift, I can go, I guess, here. And then if I get out of my tank and take it away because it's a problem. And then let's just get rid of this entire wall. Let's actually not even touch the wall ourselves and have the robot boys do it. And then while they're working, I can focus on bigger and better things. So it'll be like this, and then it'll go straight up from there. It'll be like that. All right, so now I need 2... some things. And I have coal here so I can route it down. That'll be the next episode. It's getting long. Thanks for watching. Tune in 2 days for more exciting Factorio adventures. We will have our I'll finish the train. The train will be done. And then we'll work on the science packs. I'm not looking forward to it, but I am because this game is fun. So, see you then, everybody. Until then, I've been Mr. Red. Stay spooky out there, everyone. And remember, keep watching.